The 2012 penny may be one of the smallest and most overlooked coins in everyday life. But behind its tiny size lies a powerful story of history, leadership, economics, and change. This coin was produced by the United States Mint, an institution responsible for creating the money that flows through the entire country. While most people treat a penny as something ordinary or even useless, the truth is that each one carries more than a century of tradition and symbolism. At the center of the coin's identity is the image of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln was not born into wealth or power. He grew up in poverty, worked hard for education, and rose to lead a divided nation during one of its most difficult periods, the American Civil War. Because of his leadership, he became a symbol of unity, determination, and equality. When you hold a 2012 penny, you are not just holding metal, you are holding a reminder of resilience and the idea that humble beginnings can lead to greatness. What makes the 2012 penny especially interesting is the design on the back, known as the Union Shield. The shield represents strength through unity, individual states coming together to form one nation. This design is not random decoration. It tells a message about cooperation and national identity. Coins are like tiny messengers, carrying ideas and values through everyday transactions without people even noticing. Another fascinating aspect of the 2012 penny is its material. Many people assume pennies are solid copper, but modern pennies are actually mostly zinc with a thin layer of copper. This change happened because copper became too expensive. In other words, even something as simple as a coin reflects economic realities. Money itself evolves with time, just like technology. In society, a penny shows how governments must balance tradition with practicality. Think about the journey of a single 2012 penny. It might begin in a minting facility, perfectly shiny and new. Then it enters circulation, perhaps used to buy candy, dropped in a charity box, forgotten under a couch, or stored in a child's piggy bank. Over years, it passes through hundreds of hands. Each exchange represents a moment in someone's life, a purchase, a memory, a small decision. The coin silently witnesses human stories without ever speaking. There is also something philosophical about the penny's value. In financial terms, it is worth very little. Many people ignore it or leave it behind. But symbolically, it represents the idea that small things matter. Large changes in history often begin with small actions. The penny teaches patience, accumulation, and persistence because many small units together create something meaningful. Collectors also find the 2012 penny interesting because coins capture moments in time. The design, material, and production methods all reflect the era in which they were made. A coin is like a historical document you can hold in your hand. Unlike books or photographs, it was meant for everyday use, which makes it a unique blend of history and practicality. There is also a cultural side to pennies. In many places, people believe finding a penny brings good luck. The phrase, "a penny for your thoughts," suggests that even the smallest value deserves attention. The coin appears in sayings, traditions, and childhood memories. For many people, their first experience of saving money begins with pennies. From a broader perspective, the 2012 penny represents continuity. The world changes rapidly. Technology evolves. Economies shift. Societies transform. Yet some symbols remain constant. Seeing Lincoln's face on a modern coin connects the present to the past. It reminds people that history is not separate from daily life. It travels quietly through ordinary objects. When we examine something small closely, we often discover something big. The 2012 penny teaches lessons about leadership, unity, economic adaptation, cultural meaning, and the hidden stories of everyday life. It proves that value is not determined by size. Sometimes the smallest objects carry the deepest significance. So, the next time someone sees a penny on the ground, they might think twice before ignoring it. That tiny coin is not just spare change, it is a piece of history, symbol of perseverance, and a traveler through time that continues its journey. From hand to hand, year after year,